Welcome to another episode of That Arrow Show. Tonight's episode, Unmasked. We're going to get into the good, we're going to get into the bad, and we're going to get into the Laurel. Alright, so Oliver's fresh out of prison, cleaning up, and the new Green Arrow is making another appearance. And Oliver has to confront the new Green Arrow. So let's get into it. First off, the good.
My good for the episode is that we finally get to see the new Green Arrow. I mean, the fact that we had to get to the mid-season before we finally saw her stupid. that just shows that you didn't have a concept for this season, and this was literally drag your ass until you guys did the crossover.
So I don't mind that they waited as long as they did to reveal her face.
But we only saw her like 3 times.
Yeah, it's the fact that she was sprinkled in episodes, 7, 8 episodes a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Like literally 3 times.
And my other good for this has to be the fact that Oliver's running around without the mask. I was hoping they'd do this earlier, that we didn't have to wait 7 seasons. But that's one aspect of the character I did like. This was one of the known... In the comic books, he's always been a known hero. Mm-hmm. And I'm finally glad that they... I thought they were going to end the season, like the series finale would have been, hey, the city, I'm Oliver Queen. I was like, now? But the fact that he's running around without the hood, without the mask, I'm actually liking that part.
Yeah, I even kind of like the fact that he's teaming up with the police because he doesn't have to run and hide anymore.
Exactly.
When he went inside the club, sans hood, and gave the look to those bad guys, I was just like, I can get used to this. Like, he doesn't have to run and hide and fear who's going to find out his identity or get caught.
And it's convenient because Oliver now has a job since he was unemployed.
He's getting paychecks. He's not living off his wallet. Like a scrub.
And I'm glad you were able to, find some kernels of corn in this river of shit.
My last good would have to be Felicity shooting homeboy in the apartment.
She had her doughboy on for a second.
I think she thought she was Cleo from Set It Off. I mean, he moved. He shouldn't have moved. I wouldn't move if I had a gun pointed at me. Would you?
Yeah, but the way she kind of did it, though, she was like, I'm going to need you to disassemble yourself, partner.
Instead of break yourself. Now it's time for the bad.
I got to pick up on that.
Well, everybody's so excited. Go. My bad is the reveal of the new Green Arrow. It was stupid. You dragged this on for so long.
Like, what the fuck was she doing?
Everybody knew who this was. And let's tackle the elephant in the room. You're replacing Thea. Not that we give a shit since she limped to the barn with that half-ass performance from last season, but that's literally what that is. And I see what you're doing. We want to make Wild Dog relevant again. so that's going to be his new bae for the new season.
Tag me in, coach. Speaking of Wild Dog, my bad on the episode is Wild Dog willing to give his butthole to anybody who will be the vigilante.
Are you
going out to fight crime? Are you going out to fight crime?
Such a big twist because last season he was snitchy big talk a lot.
Like the whole time.
I'm just saying, it's almost like being put in the hospital kind of changes your mind.
Look, the plumber came by and turned the faucet off.
The whole time he was like, we couldn't wait to be somebody's sidekick. I was like, you're a grown man.
Exactly.
Don't fight for yourself. He's out there. I'm gonna call Green Arrow. Do you need help? New Green Arrow. Do you need help?
So I'm a counter what y'all saying. The reason that doesn't upset me that much is because from the beginning, Wild Dog has always been about we need to save the community. We need to go up against the community.
But
help the community.
But he'll play a 3 as dude.
Yeah. And that may be true, but when you player 3, then you looking for a new player.
Here's the problem with that, though. It's hard for him to stand out and make a significant dent in this storyline when the big forces, even now, is Dinah and the police, bitch mayor, who I'm having conflicting feelings about, Argus, and now Oliver's back and he works for the police.
But what does that say about his character that I can't be relevant unless somebody's out there fighting for me in front of me?
Well, the show told him he can't be relevant unless someone's out there.
Because it's called Arrow.
Well, yeah, 1 and 2. Look what happened the very first time he went out there to be a vigilante. The very first time we saw him as a vigilante, another vigilante told him, "No, you can't do it because I said you couldn't do it."
Which is why Renee, in the future plot line, which we'll get to that later, is sitting on top of he's probably sitting on top of Glaze, Game of Thrones style.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the vigilantes can come here.
Mm-hmm.
My next bet is, how many copycat arrows are we going to do? That seems like the go-to every other season. Like, we've had Merlin be the copycat.
Oh.
We've had, what's his name, Prometheus be the copycat.
Please, sir, can I have a piece? Your code name is the Mirror. That's fucking lame.
Is this a real DC comic character?
I don't care.
I tried to look him up. I couldn't.
You know what he is? He is a dollar store general version of the Human Target.
Yeah.
I actually got that vibe.
Yeah.
I got that vibe.
You know what really irked me about it? Like, so
Whack.
was Star City like the lead in archery in Olympics for America? Because everybody knows how to shoot a bow and arrow.
Apparently, the Sports Authority has a line around the corner.
Exactly.
With
Close down the dicks, please, because shut them down.
Walmart, put them out of stock.
Exactly.
Hey yo, Tarjay, I know y'all trying to keep up with the arrow sales, but you know, you can't say no.
When someone come through talking about I'm going hunt, bow hunt, you be like, we don't sell those here, sir.
instead of camouflage, they asking for leather. We need you to raise the eyebrows. Like, everybody and their grandma got a bow and arrow.
Exactly.
They did that gun control episode. Y'all should have did a bow and arrow control.
Exactly.
My bad is going to have to be Oliver throwing a fit of Felicity having a gun. I'm trying to figure out, like, what did he think was supposed to happen? Like you're mad that she's protecting herself. Like, where are we supposed to be going? Where are we supposed to be in this argument?
If you want my honest opinion, that argument sounded stupid on both sides. Like, motherfucker, you left. You left for one. And then on the other end of the argument, Felicity made it sound like she was eating out of a garbage can.
Oliver, hold on. First of all, she made it sound like he left to go across town to his other family. Now, Oliver was a piece of shit for just not even informing her what she was going to do because I had planned. But then Felicity was like, I had to sell butt. And the Glades defeat William.
Yeah, she do make it sound like she been fighting.
You worked in a coffee shop.
I was like,
and DM tickled you a little bit. and
not even that. You had an international organization watching your back.
like, life was not that bad. Sit the fuck down.
I realized you had to talk to Laurel, but I mean, come on. Laurel! So like, I thought the deal was when Oliver, not that I'm complaining, but I thought the deal was when Oliver got out of jail, like, we can go get William back. My bad is, y'all just want to straight up admit this motherfucker was annoying and we needed him gone. And now we know where their daughter come from because now that William's over there, they can just fuck without anyone around. William coming in the room, hey Dad, I need a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Hold up, now my bad of this is I'm not exactly sure how the police department works.
I'm not sure how the law works.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can't just hire a dude off the street to work for the police. And even if you did, the fact that he busted inside the club on behalf of the police without a warrant did not identify that he worked for the police and started hemming people up. Mm-hmm. That's a lawsuit.
Look, I watched a lot of police procedurals, Law and Order, Monk.
Wait. Jesse L. Martin has taught me a lot. Law and Order, and I know you just can't do that.
Look, but you gotta watch like The Mentalist. You gotta watch
Monk, Psych.
Oh yeah.
It's more. And whenever they work with the police department, Sherlock. You always see them at Sherlock. You always see them at the police department talking to people like, okay, you bringing me in on this case. Then they go do their weird shit. This motherfucker just kicking doors in.
And not just that, what evidence did he have? He was like, I just had a feeling.
White man, square jaw, shady. Let's go get him. And he looked at me funny. Let's go. Let's go.
And he pulled a gun on a minority.
All right. It is now time for the laurels. Please let me go first. This is just a mini one to ease us in. So, Diaz and the Longbow Hunters are back.
I thought this was a mini one.
Okay.
I mean, it was a quick mention because...
Why do they still have work? Your employer is in jail.
Exactly.
My thing is, why do they keep bringing Kurt Agabedo back? Stop. Enough. Go do another show.
Because I have a feeling he's going to do a job, a mission, like a Suicide Squad mission type for Argus, and then leave.
Don't put that out there.
That's exactly what's happening. Argus is using a criminal to go do some work.
We're going to put you on the Suicide Squad with Ben Turner.
Mind you, he's been in jail all 2 days. So, let me go to my laurel right quick. And this goes to Dinah. How inept of a police officer are you as a regular motherfucker? It takes the Green Arrow. This dude who was hired to kill is a regular dude. He's regular. Yeah, he got money. But you need to depend on the Green Arrow to take him down?
Yeah, my thing is, if you're with the police, just walk through the front
Just
door.
walk through the front. You got him.
Especially if you just let Oliver do it anyway.
No. If you use a vigilante, if you use Oliver, then there's fighting on people with guns.
You literally busting there with a warrant.
But that wasn't the point of why they did what they did. It wasn't about getting him. She probably could have just went up in there and she could have got that motherfucker like later when he was in the bathroom.
She could have got him solo.
The whole point of what they were doing was to make vigilantes look good again. Oh, that's why it had to go the way it had to go.
I think.
It wasn't about
all that looked like was a lawsuit because you just told him.
Yeah, because motherfuckers could have died. Because if I was homegirl that got hemmed up with the gun and he shot me, I would have sued everybody.
Because she can still sue.
I would have sued Earth 2 Oliver Queen too. Be like,
no.
You wasn't there, but you was there.
Technically, she can still sue them because the fact she would never be in that situation if Oliver wouldn't have put her there.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Because he took the law into his own hands.
But we got to make vigilantes look good again. Did you see the cameras? Did you see all the cameras?
Which brings me to my laurel is that this is just waiting to fail because in the present, they're trying to make vigilantes look good, working with the police force and everything. Cut to the future, Star City is shit and vigilante is still outlawed.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not showing me that pieces of the future are changing, what is the point of the future storyline?
I don't know how time works on these CW shows anymore, so you got me.
And in addition to that, I just want to point out a couple of things that I was gonna put them in good, but in retrospect they kind of irked me. Future Black Canary, she had the cut on her neck. So I know why that is, and one of the Longbow Hunters gonna get her.
Okay. You know who it's gonna be.
Because in the comics, for a while she lost her powers because one of the Longbow Hunters slit her throat.
Sounds about right, and it's gonna be the Silencer.
Mm-hmm. Either her or the Erica Doors looking chick.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention that the action scenes were terrible.
Ooh, yeah.
Like,
I know y'all want to be Daredevil.
Shaky cams and shadows and shit. Light this bitch up.
Last Laura with the Green Arrow reveal. Why did she run when they asked if she's a killer?
Exactly.
What the fuck was that about?
You should have been like, nah, I'm not.
Bye. What was all that about?
Exactly. All right. That concludes another episode of That Arrow
This
Show.
episode was boring.
Yeah, it really was.
It was stupid.
It wasn't like a sleeper, but it was like
I legitimately feel like they're just trying to pad out the Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to show the trailer for the next week.
Yeah, and we can throw this in the laurels too. That looked like shit.
The Elseworlds future shot.
If that's what we got to look forward to, I'm kind of concerned. Come someday.
Like and subscribe. We got plenty of stuff for you guys to see. But until next week, ew.
Yes, we will be covering Elseworlds.
Yeah, so
Unfortunately.
Yes, they will be covering as well.